Welcome back to the Animated Arcade, and this is usually a podcast where we watch, review, riff on, and share trivia about video game cartoons. Today's episode is actually a Mailbag Catch Up Special. We haven't done a mailbag in a few episodes, and we've had our backs to the wall when it comes to editing for a bit, so this mailbag ended up being almost episode length as it is. So we're releasing it as a standalone episode anyway. But this one's a lot of fun. Also, we recorded it at Cole's house in his mostly untreated basement, so this and the next couple episodes are going to be a little echoey. Alright, enjoy! It's letter time, hey. We got another mailbag, and we're doing it live with our guest.
Hi.
Yeah, Aaron. Aaron is our guest.
Yes. I'm a long-time listener, big-time fan. I was like one of the first two people to listen to this podcast, so it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, and the funny irony of it is we're recording this before the episodes that have Cole in them. So, we'll see how it goes from here. But speaking of, since you're here, did you want to read your own comments out?
I suppose. Excuse me. I took a screenshot. Alright, this is, well... Which comment would you like me to go? Newest to oldest or oldest to newest?
Oldest to newest.
Oldest to newest.
You know what? I'm just going to do the one that I have up on my phone right now.
Then why did you ask?
Okay. This is my latest Spotify comment. I ask you guys, here's a question. If you could rip the heart out of another podcast and eat it so you could add its strength to yours, which one would it be? And that's from the Cannibal Cole.
Okay. There's a few ways I can go about it. I can go for good, or I could go for the good of humanity.
I don't think he likes that option.
But then that's the option I have to go with. The Joe Rogan experience. A, cleanses the world of the Joe Rogan experience.
Yeah. We don't need another podcast with a bald beard guy. He has a beard, right?
Just okay. But by that logic, because you're gaining its strength, just imagine the animated arcade. By the next time by this episode's airing, you guys are as big as Joe Rogan, and he doesn't exist. What would the ramifications in this world be?
A lot more people would have watched a lot worse TV.
Yeah. And Wild Brain wouldn't be shutting down all their Canadian TV channels. That's a bit of current events. Wild Brain, they own like Family Channel and stuff and their own channel. All being scrubbed. Because they don't make enough money off of cable for some strange reason.
Some bizarre reason.
Isn't that weird? Yeah. But no, if I were to absorb the strong suit of a podcast, let's see.
Crying baby in the background?
That could be it. One of my, the inspirations for this show is the old Pizza Party podcast from Rebel Taxi.
Never heard of it.
It's pretty good. It's very of its time, which is 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
There's animation news and stuff.
We're always in our clubhouse getting high. Super nice. Everybody wishes we would die. Super nice. Here we come, like a bomb. Everybody can run and hide.
And, it had a wide reach for a while.
And what particular power would you gain from that podcast?
Networking.
Networking.
He got a lot of really interesting people on there, like the guy who invented Billy and Mandy, and that guy. You remember that YouTuber who used to review toys at Mike Mozart? Aaron might remember him.
A little bit.
Like the Tarzan doll that looks like it's whacking it. And please give this video 5 stars. Wow, that toy's a real boner. Honk, honk. Anyway, but he would get these big guests.
And all we get is Cole.
Yeah.
Twice now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for returning.
Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for coming into my mock-up studio.
Yeah.
It's an improvement.
I think so.
I didn't nail any salad bowls to the wall.
Yeah. You can...
So I'm eschewing convention, let's say the least.
The cracks start to show if I turn away from my mic, and you can still hear me in all the other ones.
Okay.
Oh.
Which is why I'm doing this. There. That's better.
Yeah, we got a very noisy surface. I didn't realize it was going to be, like, ultra...
Hey, it's better than that tablecloth on Aaron's that always goes when I lift my arm off of it.
And I'm going to give another answer to your question. If I had the option of any podcast to eat the heart of the host and gain the abilities, I am going to go with my next favorite Aaron Mankey, and Lore.
Oh, okay.
Now, see, I'm not familiar with that.
That would probably get you some some high budget music production, creepy undertones. And...
yeah, we've only got one of those.
Aaron's Choice. You haven't heard of Aaron Mankey's podcast?
Not offhand.
You guys, your podcast would become very subdued and creepy.
Yes,
a fate I've been actively avoiding. We try to put the emphasis on animated.
But honestly, well worth it if you like the supernatural, like vampires and the history behind it. It's not just, hey, here's a story about vampires, but why this story involves vampires. And the science on how it was misconstrued. And how everything goes back to whatchamacallit, typhoid.
And how 2,000 years of mythology and history all accumulated in Morbin time.
Yeah. Oh, it's morphing time.
It is. So, do you want to read out some...
Well, I think he has another.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't have it.
Oh, okay. Well, I can read that one. Also left to us on our Spotify. Thank you. In case we don't always remember to mention it, but you can leave comments on the Spotify version.
And you can send in voice clips.
Yeah, if you want to send in voice clips, go right ahead.
We'll probably put it in, unless it's profound or profane.
In which case, Aaron will put it in. Okay. From just regular Cole Genie. I don't know anything about a Mario 3 cartoon, but Super Mario World is a literal crime against cellulose. That was in response to us asking you, the listener, what show you'd like us to pivot to when we're finally done the Super Show in a year and change. And the fact that the Mario 3 cartoon apparently is just a void in your memory says a lot.
Well... I put on the Super Show for me and Magnus to watch. We watch it together.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it's become some of his, like, browsing fare during the day when you want to, like, sit him down in front of something that you know is not going to fill his head with nonsense.
Yep.
And go, like, vacuum or something.
Skibbity toilet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Banana. And so, for some reason, that Wild Brains YouTube channel, just on this particular TV... has a tendency to just shuffle in any old nonsense after the first episode airs. And a lot of it just kind of lands squarely in Super Mario World, and that shit is brain dead.
Yes, it is.
Censor this part.
I will. Yeah, I haven't watched much of Mario World in a long time. It was when I first was getting online and the retro revival of like 2006 was happening. And I watched like a 240p postage stamp size version of the opening. It's like, oh, wow. I think I might have seen that once. Because unlike the Super Show, 3 and World did not get reran very heavily. The Super Show was sold as a syndication package. 3 and World were both like part of NBC's Saturday morning lineup down there.
Oh, okay, so it's like some of the cheapest crap that's just churned out by people who have no idea who these characters are.
They used to air it side by side with the back half of Captain N on NBC. And by the time they got to Mario World, those were only like 15 minutes, and then the back segment would be a cut down, abridged version of an old Captain N episode. So that's when Saturday morning cartoons were dying the first time before Fox Kids came and kind of revitalized the game. Because all the channels realized, we could just be putting freaking Bowflex commercials in this time slot and probably make more money. Plus, in the States, they were cracking down with that educational content stuff again. The little EI bug.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. But that was on kids who had satellite. You only ever saw it on the satellite dishes.
True. But just as an example, that style.
But that was the kind of the era.
Mm-hmm.
It was those early, when only your grandma and your neighbor had one, and they were the envy of the town with their little banana-shaped satellite dish.
Yeah, that took up a square meter on their yard and 3 meters tall.
Yeah.
And the trampoline is oddly way too close to it.
Yes, it was. Now that you mention it. What about you, Aaron? Anything at all about Mario 3 or World that you remember? Besides the cultural appropriation theme song for Mario World?
Super Mario, Super Mario, Super Mario World. Super Mario World. It's a blast from the past. It's Super Mario World. You got to move fast. Mario and Luigi are doing what they can. Yoshi and the princess are giving them a hand. Super Mario World. Super Mario World. It's a blast from the past. In Super Mario World, it's a blast.
I honestly remember nothing other than seeing the DVDs in Walmart and sending you a picture of it, and you saying, "Yeah, I already got it."
Of World?
Of 3.
3, yeah. I do have 3. I haven't bought World yet.
And you won't.
Oh, I probably will by the time we get to it.
Yeah.
But like everything else we watched so far, it's for free on the Wild Brain Superheroes YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's where I get it too.
Yeah.
I guess we'll move on to the next comment.
Yeah, we got, I think Lino Lacola comment was on our last episode, 48.
Yes.
Food Fight, starring Charlie Sheen.
Insert reference to the 2012 Food Fight movie. No joke, I thought of the "I don't give a spam" line when I saw the title.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it is... We did title episode 48 that in reference to that. We brought it up for some reason that I don't remember.
Because there was a food fight.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, the Goombas shouting, "Food fight, food fight."
And then jumping on the table and kicking food.
That was great. They didn't just invisibly Homestar Runner throw the food around. They got up. Yeah, that was in Elvin Lives. They're in a sock hop 50s diner full of greaser Goombas.
Yeah, the only way that I know the Food Fight movie with Charlie Sheen is through snarky YouTube reviews. I think I've seen it in total a couple times because I get drowsy when my YouTube keeps auto-playing, and for some reason it lands on snarky reviews about that. Mm-hmm. About Food Fight specifically.
Well, that was one of the... When it came out, it was such an amazing story because they were making it for years. And then it finally... The audio got paired with the cheapest CGI animation they could do. And it got put out there. And it's like any of those direct-to-video movies that clogged up the discount bin at Walmart. They somehow got real actors to go into a booth for half an hour and record that. It's like, this is a poll, but there was an old Strong Bad email about licensing. And it has a little section about, the DVDs that are put where your grandmother might confuse them for the real thing.
I've had my grandma give me some DVDs off of that rack, and some of them are gems.
Yeah. And one of them has a label that says, "So direct to DVD, it hurts."
Another great knockoff is DVDs. The ones that are slight variations of slightly animated kids' movies. The kind they put right next to the checkout line, so Grandma might accidentally mistake it for the real thing. And they have titles like The Secret Princess and Her Oppressive Authority, Figure 4. And the always popular Jungle Animals in Decidedly Non-Jungle Situations.
No, I wanted Euro Trip, not Road Trip.
And I think was that it for comments?
I think that was it for comments.
All right.
And by that I mean that was it for comments.
Very good. Okay, well, we've got a couple emails. Actually, technically 3. since we skipped the last one. We'll do them in order. All right, from Dr. Derp. Switch hands so I'm going across the bow of my mic. Here we go. Elvin Lives / home radio, or I spent all night drafting this email and now I got blisters on my fingers.
I got blisters on my fingers.
That's the one. I love a Ringo reference, me. Hey, John and Aaron, time to tune in and tune out with the Mario Brothers. Let's see what's on the airwaves today. Hey, the airwaves are our waves.
Yeah.
Thoughts on home radio? Solid opening joke. I think we're in good hands tonight. Heck, the acronym for the radio station is WACK. I missed that.
Yeah.
That was whack. I think we're in very good hands. It's a shame those good hands pivoted to a sore throat plotline. Not awful, but not exceptional either. Yeah, you haven't seen 48, Cole, but the live action segment was the Mario Brothers win an opportunity to...
Oh, no, I remember that.
Okay,
Yeah.
but with Gary Owens, Space Ghost? Okay.
Coast to coast?
No, the other one.
Oh.
The classic one. That would be cool, too. Thoughts on Elvin Lives? Only Silver Age Justice League fans know what I'm talking about when I say Sock Hop Land is overpopulated with snapper cars.
Oh.
Yes. 50s nostalgia is hit or miss for me. The most famous example is probably Grease, and I significantly prefer the iconic soundtrack over the musical /film itself. I think it's telling that, on average, my favorite examples of 50s nostalgia tend to either originate from the 50s itself, such as the musical Bye Bye Birdie, or classic television, or take more subversive routes like Back to the Future, Happy Days, or even A Pup Named Scooby-Doo. This episode's take on the 50s is shallow, but snappy and fun. And that, in turn, is a fun way to describe the episode as a whole. It ultimately won me over with its charm, but it's not bulletproof. Well, you liked it a lot more than we did.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot more than we did.
The most impressive thing, surprisingly enough, is the animation. It's very lively and expressive. Man, I am mush-mouthed today. It's very lively and expressive, with top-tier Super Mario transitions as the cover songs kick into high gear. Everyone is expressive and memorable, even the Goombas. We did note that.
Yes.
We were particularly happy with the Goombas in this episode.
But I will say the animation, they added way too many frames into it.
Yeah, and you always got to kind of appreciate when you get to visit a genre that you don't see that much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like 50s car movie or 50s Rebel Without a Cause movie, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the Art Deco backgrounds that they did for this episode were great. I remember specifically mentioning they got a tree drawn with the outline at the top and then a green square for the ink job.
Yeah.
You know, it looks just like a 50s pamphlet. On the other hand, I could have done without the spoken dialogue for the blue suede shoes. Yes. They would have been more charming without speech to me. And that goes double for the unfrozen Elvin Parsley, who sounds more like James Brown than Elvis.
Yes.
Also, yes. Ultimately, the cartoon is a mix of Toad Warrior-like animation, Unzappables-like nostalgia, Trojan Koopa-like wackiness, and just a hint of bad rap-like cringe. Not a bad meal, if I do say so myself. Favorite joke? I still like the radio station's acronym. WACK. Unintentional foreshadowing. We'll see Mario characters in a band through various Mario Party minigames. Or did I already cover that in the Unzappables? In any case, we've reached about 80 to date. Also, we called out the fact that Goombas on motorcycles happened in the new Mario Kart game.
Yeah.
Updated top 5? No, but this was a pretty decent visit. Question of the week. Which movie did you like more, Superman or Fantastic Four? I gotta side with Superman specifically, but I think an extended cut of First Steps has potential. Hashtag release the John Malkovich cut. I'll come back to that. We're heading to school next time. Be sure to pack your number 2 pencils, maybe even some number 3 pencils. And I'll see you then.
No need to fear, they're here. Just toy. The thing just left right. More. Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four.
Okay. Yeah. John Malkovich had a role as the Red Ghost in Fantastic Four that was basically cut out.
Okay.
Just got trimmed out. There's just one in a montage, a reference to them fighting the Red Ghost and his super apes.
Oh.
But you just see Reed fighting one of the super apes.
Oh. Well, they couldn't spare a minute to have that little cameo?
Apparently not. Did you see Fantastic Four?
I have. I've seen both of them.
Yeah, me too.
I have not. I'm waiting for Fantastic Four to come to Disney Plus because I'm paying for that service, and I'm gonna get my money out of it.
Okay. Well, since you've seen both, I've seen both too. You can start with your take.
Oh, it's a hard choice actually. They're both quality movies. I think the one thing that really got me about the Fantastic Four movie was that they used that innocent, sweet little baby to maximum effect at the at the action climax of the movie. I'm not going to say any more. But as a parent, I'm like, it's triggering all sorts of flight reaction in me watching that.
Even if the CGI on the baby wasn't always airtight.
Whatever.
No, I know.
Any CGI that makes you want to spring out of your chair to catch the baby is good enough.
Fair enough. I felt the same way in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie.
Yeah. And then, of course, Superman was just a pleasure the whole runtime. There was not a scene in it that had that was wasting its time. There was no corny exposition. The movie does have its corny undertones, but it's not like other Superman fare we've had in the past and everything.
I could have used a little more Guy Gardner.
Oh yeah, that's the trick is you can't give too much of it. If you know you got a good thing, you gotta give it out and
they're seeding him.
Yeah,
now I need to actually watch the Lanterns TV show that I wasn't going to watch.
Well, look at that. Yeah.
And he was in. I haven't seen it yet, but I know he's in the first episode of the second season of Peacemaker.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah. And in the finale of Peacemaker or of season 1.
Yeah, they retroactively. That was a neat bit.
Yeah.
They used the same background plates and reshot it.
And I think Aaron can attest to this for the Superman movie. It feels so good that you arrive to a superhero reality where all this stuff is well underway, the ball's rolling, the world is already well accustomed to this crazy stuff happening in the peripheries, and it promises to and I think it strikes that really good tone of what you enjoy about the comic books. And so I think Superman's getting a lot of love for that specifically. Yeah.
And the performances were all airtight. Even you can tell there was probably another 5 minutes or so of footage of the Daily Planet crew that got trimmed out. Yeah. Because they're all just sort of there.
But it does.
But you buy them all immediately.
Yeah, and it does so much better than movies like Batman versus Superman, because at about about 4/5 of the way through the runtime, I was asking myself, is this a movie? What? I've been sitting here watching this stuff, but it still hasn't been a movie yet.
No. Was that the extended cut or the theatrical?
No, it was the theatrical cut.
I give it a lot of shit. The extended cut does hang together better. Okay. That doesn't make it better as a movie. Well, it does. It's a better movie. Still not great, but it makes more sense. Well, all the people getting shanked in prison if they got bat branded. Luthor was paying them to do that. That's not in the final cut. Stuff like that. Yeah. Little details like how those bullets have anything. The bullet shards have anything to do with framing Superman. Yeah, Superman, well known for shooting people.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I do this.
You can't see it at home, but John just pulled out a gun and shot someone.
I did. But no, I saw both too. Both are really strong. I liked Fantastic Four quite a bit. It has it also, like Superman, it skips the origin story and goes in. But it plays it the like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man way, where they're the only superhero on their Earth, superheroes. And so they've turned it into a retro future 60s sci-fi utopia.
Yeah,
it's like the promise of Johnny Quest and the Venture Brothers fulfilled instead of crashed and burned. And it's a lot of fun. The cast is really good in Fantastic Four. Galactus is believable. I like it. But they're going to ruin it by integrating them into the MCU.
Yeah, but I think if you're one of those fans that's really horny for Mr. Fantastic stretching powers, you don't get enough.
No, that was pretty subdued. But I don't know, maybe he'll sort of learn more as it goes. It's like it's sort of the inverse of how I like Tom Holland's Spider-Man in all of his appearances. But I think he was at his most pure Spider-Man in his 15 minutes of Civil War that he was in. They really pulled out all the stops to give him a good impression in that.
Yeah.
But no, as for Superman, no, it was great. I raised my eyebrow when you mentioned the corny exposition. Because, corny, yes, there's corny bits in the movie. Superman is corny. God bless him, he's corny. That big toothy grin when Lois finally tells him she loves him too. That is so great. But how much of the background chatter in the movie is them explaining who people are to you? You're like, oh, the Justice Gang shows up. Here's a reporter to tell you who the Justice Gang is. And they're sponsored by Maxwell Lord. And that's Hawkgirl and Green Lantern and Mr. Terrific. Or, now I was waiting for this because I thought it would be rule of three. 2 scenes in the movie. The fight at the beginning and the fight with the monster halfway through. They make sure to hear background chatter that says no casualties. It's not quite, I can see their parachutes, they're okay. But it's like that. There's a certain amount of fun, low stakesness to most of the action in the Superman movie that I like. But it's, it comes across a little heavy-handed in a good way, but this movie wants you to walk in a certain direction and it doesn't want your mind to wander. Color inside the lines.
How many people died in Man of Steel? No casualties.
It's like, it's not quite an overcorrection like
in Man of Steel, the survivors are the exception.
Yeah. Bruce Wayne, that little girl, and
Lawrence Fishburne.
Ma can't.
Yeah. And Jimmy Olsen until he got shot by Superman.
Shot him right through his Bible.
Oh, yeah. No, God, that is Zack Snyder down to the ground. Let's introduce Jimmy Olsen and bust a cap in him. And that was after Man of Steel had what you thought was the Jimmy Olsen who was a girl, like Janie Olsen or something. Although you only heard her first name. It's like, no, here's Jimmy Olsen. He's a CIA plant, and he gets shot by terrorists. So,
thanks. Package.
That was a very uncritical writers' meeting.
Yeah.
Nobody in that room
I don't
cared about it.
I don't hate Snyder, but I don't love him. And so I'm happy to talk about his weaknesses, which is trying to indulge in shock value, but not using it for any real purpose. That and having Pa Kent get eaten by a tornado really slowly.
Would you be able to pass me the water? Now that we've heard it on that air.
Yeah, that's all right. I think you probably heard me crunching ice. Anyway, we could do this round table about the new Superman movie, but it was great.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I do think it edges out Fantastic Four for me. I'm a person who has no problem seeing a movie multiple times in theaters. I saw Superman twice, Fantastic Four once. So that's where it is for me. I really liked Fantastic Four, but I really liked Superman.
I just watched Superman.
Yeah. Any closing thoughts on that before we move on to the next one?
Yes. One of the things that I'm looking forward to with the Superman movie and the new DC universe online is the potential of Blue Beetle being kept in this universe.
Oh, you think they'll integrate the Blue Beetle movie version into it?
Yes.
I didn't see that. Was that any good?
It was amazing.
Oh, okay.
I think I liked Blue Beetle just slightly more than the new Superman.
Well, it was definitely better than Shazam 2.
Yes, and Shazam 1.
And Black Adam.
I don't know, Shazam 1 had its charms.
Yes, and it was better than Aquaman 2.
Aquaman 2! You shut your...
I liked it, but...
Aquaman 2 has been snubbed for awards and accolades that it has clearly earned.
What about Wonder Woman 2?
No.
No, that's Wonder Woman 1984.
Oh, yeah, I missed the other 1,902 movies. Nobody's made that joke before. One movie for each year she abandoned humanity.
Yeah.
Unless she didn't, because it's kind of, who the hell knows?
Oh, and it's definitely better than Flash.
That's my understanding. I did not want to give any money to that.
I don't know. They made Michael Keaton seem pretty badass for a couple scenes.
That's one we got screwed out of this Michael Keaton Batman Renaissance. He was in Batgirl. That got shelved. They claim it sucked, but it was the tax write-off.
Was that the one with Brendan Fraser as
Firefly
Firebug or Firefly?
Yeah.
No, I could have seen that being an unfortunate mess.
It's possible, but I would have liked to see it. But it still would have helped. And then you had Michael Keaton in this. And there's the ever-present rumor of trying to do Batman Beyond with Keaton as old Bruce Wayne.
Oh, that would be dope.
Yeah.
That would actually be, super dope.
From recent leaks, that was closer to being greenlit than even we all thought. Like, they've been putting out all this production art and stuff. Like, it was getting along as an idea. So I'd like to see that. I've been on a Batman Beyond kick now that Jump on the Batwagon is halfway through it. It's like, oh man, that's all right. I remember I did see most of this. Because as it is, all I've seen in recent times is the pilot two-parter, the handful of other episodes that are on the DVD I have of the pilot two-parter, which is like the Mr. Freeze one, the first Royal Flush Gang one, maybe Splicers, and then Return of the Joker, the movie, which is, top 3 entries in the whole shebang. Okay, we got a quick one from Dr. Derp. By the way, because we had asked about other cartoon video game things to pivot to. His chips in future animated Arcoon. Oh boy.
I can't wait for the animated Arcoon.
Rated R. Future animated arcade cartoon coverage wish list. Street Fighter. Mortal Kombat, by which he means Defenders of the Realm, with Clancy Brown as Raiden. Donkey Kong Country, the 3D one, with all the wacky mocap.
I love it, that one.
One of the launch shows on Teletoon in 97. Any of the Sonic shows. Yeah, they're on the short list. Sam and Max. That would be fun.
Yes.
We might be stretching it a bit, but
Was that a cartoon that became a game, or was that
started as the games, the point and clicks?
Yeah. I remember, but I didn't know if it was already a cartoon beforehand.
No, it got one of those 1 season, 13 episode Fox Kids deals, like Geek the Cat.
I remember really digging that show when I was a kid. Like it was legitimately funny.
I didn't see it when I was a kid, but I've watched clips of it since, especially once we were talking about Harvey Atkin, the voice of King Koopa, because he voices Sam, using his Leon's Furniture voice. And he's really good in it.
Leon's Furniture is still around?
Yeah, but unfortunately they haven't had any Harvey Atkin commercials lately. Rayman, starring Billy West. Was that like a whole show?
I don't know.
Me neither. We could watch the Raving Rabbids show. It's 2 15-minute shorts of them going into hijinks and going, ha.
Is it worth putting all like the soundboard together for that?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good April Fool's joke.
And then he ends with, and ... Jack and the Power of Juju.
Which I'm pretty sure he means Tack and the Power of Juju.
I think you're right. Oh, imagine if there would have been a Jack and Daxter show.
I'm gonna kill Lord Praxis!
That's always the first thing that springs to mind.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Jak 2 is a good game, but that was a jump. Was that the first to go into the whole second game of the trilogy right the ship into emo territory, like what they did with Prince of Persia not long after.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
I just... Yeah, first game, super colorful, basic, very basic for everything. Silent protagonist. Great.
Yeah,
love
because
it.
he's got a chatty sidekick. It works.
Second game, not so silent protagonist. Kind of, very dark, very cyberpunkish.
And very GTA.
Yeah.
Because, as was the style at the time. Who voiced Jack?
Oh.
Can you think of that? I feel like it's a voice I know.
Let's see. Please hold while we...
Yeah, you do that. Aaron and I, we've got a strong inclination to pivot into the Street Fighter cartoon, which is another one that we hold near and dear to our hearts. And
Mike Irwin.
Oh, okay, no. Unless you give me a brief rundown of other stuff he did.
Well, he was Jack in Jack 2.
Uh-huh.
He was Jack in Jack 3.
Yeah, okay.
He's still alive.
Wow. He's
Really
already doing better than most of the
Okay.
most of the voice talent you've been looking up.
NCIS Naval Criminal Investigation Service as Sam Radner.
So that's one my dad and I both have in common. We've probably seen one thing with this guy in it.
He voiced Jack in PlayStation Move Heroes.
Oh, good. I thought you were going to say he voiced Jack in Daxter, that racing game for the PSP.
Justice League Unlimited. He was Speedy.
Oh, and so then he was also he also was Speedy in Teen Titans. They used the same guy.
Yes.
Okay, that's more interesting.
There is actually
that's
the
what
content that we're looking for, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who here remembers Jackie Chan Adventures?
Oh,
Yeah.
I do.
He was Strike Master Ice.
I don't remember the character.
Neither do I, but he was Strike Master Ice.
I thought you were going to say he voiced Uncle.
Also was in one episode of That's So Raven.
Yeah, well, everybody was. Okay, so right now we're leaning to, because we do want to break from Mario before we have to deal with the heartbreak of the cast changes. Because Captain Lou and Danny Wells do not carry forward.
No?
No, because they only use them in the cartoon because they were in the live action. It was like a co-production thing. It goes full Canadian after that.
Yeah, I was Luigi.
Yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Colonel William Guile, one of the greatest martial artists in the world, travels the global tournament circuit, using it to conceal his top-secret mission as leader of an elite group of international crime fighters known only by their code name, Street Fighter. The heroic man-beast, Blanca, hard-kicking fighting machine, Chun-Li. Most amazing warriors ever seen have joined forces with Guile to combat the criminal empire of Shadaloo and its superhuman leader, Bison. They have their own code of honor, discipline, justice, commitment, and together they will triumph against the forces of evil. Street Fighter!
Okay, we got one more full letter from Dr. Dirt. We'll try and get through. I think this one's going to be trimmed down a bit, but there's some good stuff in here. Not the letter, I mean this mailbag. Okay, Plumbers Academy / Glassnuts or Political Synergy. Oh, that's good. Because remember the cartoon had partly the same plot?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Zoom it in a little. Hey, John and Aaron. School is now in session and I left my apple on the teacher's desk. Let's see today's lesson plan. Thoughts on Glassnuts? Man, I can't believe Mario went political. For shame. In fact, it's strange that both the cartoon and the rapper feature the presidents of both America and Russia. The cartoon is definitely a bigger highlight, but I do appreciate the synergy. Thoughts on Plumbers Academy? Well, this is a welcome dose of lore. Not much to say that isn't self-explanatory, other than that it's very much the same energy as the opening of the animated Mario Brothers movie. Yes, it is. Nice cover song, too, although I don't recognize it. Yeah, neither did we.
No.
But I know it's got damned if you do, damned if you don't in it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny.
Did you make sure to censor that?
I haven't gotten that far. I'm still taking the echo out of that episode. Well, favorite joke. Honestly, not a lot of ha-ha material here, but I did find it amusing how Gorbachev gave the Zelda teaser intro before saying, and then we'll give pizza a chance. Yeah, that was a front runner. Actually, that is the episode title of this episode that this mailbag is in.
Yeah.
Again, haven't finished editing it. We're kind of got our backs to the wall lately. Unintentional foreshadowing. Individuals dressed like Wario and Waluigi appear at the Academy. Also, I'm pretty sure that the rising water mechanic would become a staple of later Mario games, particularly the 3D games and the new Super Series. 82 to date. Updated top 5, very cute cartoon, but I don't think it hits my top 10. Neither does the rapper. Question of the week. Tell us a story from your school days that you're proud of. Me, all I really care to boast about are the poems I've had published in my college's literary journal. Time to head back to Hyrule. See you next time. Yay, who wants to unrepress some memories? Closer to the mic, all we can hear is your bounce.
Okay.
School days, school days, school days. Well, we shared school days, the three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got an orange thrown at me.
I got body checked into the dirt and called a slur.
Yeah. Not gonna say which one.
Yeah, but you can probably guess. This was 9th grade in 2003. Which slur is most likely to be said to somebody that a bully doesn't like? But anyway, the that I'm proud of, 12th grade band, we got silver grade in all of Canada for this big band meetup in Toronto. That was pretty dope.
Ooh.
I didn't contribute too much to that, but, it's nice to be part of the winning team.
I always liked
silver
band.
Medal team.
Yeah, I always liked band.
It was
I played
fun.
the bass guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I went to Austria with my band class instead of competing. We were there as part of the honor band
Nice.
for Mozart's 350th birthday. He didn't bother to show up.
No. And after you counted all those candles.
Yeah. They said that they had no idea where he was, not even where he was sleeping.
No.
Oh.
But,
some people are just so rude. You make all the travel plans to go meet them, and they just don't care.
What about you, Cole? Anything from your school days that you're proud of?
School days? I think probably when I was I'm talking grade 7, grade 8. I think my favorite thing to do was do videos for every single possible school assignment.
Yep.
I would just bust out the video camera, go, you, and you, we're going to the backyard, we're recording some educational content.
I heard almost the exact same story from the two brothers who make Homestar Runner. They would do a video for every single project they could.
Okay. There is one point where I did a music video using Microsoft PowerPoint with a self-playing violin. Not it's kind of playing. No, it was matching up. The movements were matching up with the music. Everything was going great. And then we had to switch computers on where we were presenting to the teacher's computer that hasn't been upgraded in 15 years. And it's going, and I crashed the computer twice before being told, oh no, I can't grade this because it doesn't work.
Yeah, if that ages us, we lived in a time where you could crash a desktop PC with PowerPoint.
I lived in a time where you'd go to the computer lab and download Bonsai Buddy.
Okay, but remember elf bowling?
Yes.
Yes.
Remember, I think it was on the same site, it was the snowball fight where you drag the three kids around?
Yeah, snowball fight. Yeah, that was.
And it had that one generic laugh clip for the winning team that you'd hear?
Yeah. As well as the Lifesavers.
Mini golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, we recently, we found there is a flash archive of that, and we played that on Aaron's big screen TV, but at its normal resolution, it's still only about the size of holding your phone in front of the TV. So we had to zoom way in. But it worked. Wireless mouse. We played it on the couch. Old Lifesavers mini golf.
It was...
Oh, and remember all the games on Mini Clip?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That was...
Loose Jocks Lenny.
Oh, that's E-Zone.
I know,
Lenny
but...
Loose Jocks. Oh, those were good.
I remember WikiWoo. WikiWoo was just a little... Well, he's the greatest hero of all time, WikiWoo. That's the world's greatest crime fighter. It was a little yellow blob set in Australia.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a little platformer.
Yeah.
Remember Church of the Swimming Elephant?
No.
Oh, that's where you had some of those subversive Flash games, like hitting Pikachu with the mallet.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Bill Gates Boxing?
Yeah, that's the one.
I think Newgrounds was a website that started out with all that shocking gore cartoon stuff.
Yeah,
nowadays,
but also lots of good
it's
stuff.
It's actually hilariously...
Oh, yeah. I used to have a whole bunch of Newgrounds cartoons in my favorites. But no, yeah. That one... That also had a good Flash version of Spy Hunter I remember playing. And that helicopter game that's like a precursor to Flappy Bird, where you gotta hold down the button to go up, let go to drop, and you're going through like a cave.
Yes.
Green cave, yeah.
But you had to actually change directions as well.
Yeah. Remember the motorcycle one where you had to level it out and get it up and down, do the tricks.
Remember moon landing in the arcade?
Lunar Lander?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so school that we're proud of, hanging out in the computer lab playing Flash games when the teacher wasn't looking.
Yeah.
And Stone Trek. All right, Sprock, what have you done to yourself this time?
Star trekking across the universe.
He got stung in the ears by alien bees. Can you believe it? His ears? No. Listen to that weirdly placed heart of his, okay. Give him a life-saving blood transfusion, maybe. But touch those point-in monstrosities. Damage him, I'm a doctor, not a Q-tip.
Oh. So yeah.
Anyway.
You can tell a lot about who we are.
Yeah.
By the fact of what we are actually talking about for school. Instead of saying, hey, you know what? I did really well in math this one year. Or I stood up to the high school bully that one time. Or...
Yeah, everything went slow motion and you bent over backwards. Yeah. And then you punched him so hard he flew across the hallway and made a big dent in the lockers.
Yeah. And then he went on to play Deathstroke in the aborted DCEU.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a Flash Thompson joke for those keeping score. But yeah, no. Aaron and I have known each other since 7th grade. So we have a lot of overlapping experience. And we've known Cole since the same era.
Mm-hmm. I've known him for slightly longer by a year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's just because Cole hung out with my brother more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you tagged along with us so much.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to hear your
just
parody
like
of Super Mario World.
Yeah.
The theme.
Oh, yeah. Super Mario World. It's a blast from the past. Come on, man. It's not so bad.
Oh. Well.
Oh, I think actually my driver tan is receding while I do that. Thanks for listening to The Animated Arcade. Our theme song is After School Keyboard Club by Xennial, sourced from freemusicarchive.org. Our logo and thumbnail art is done by Shell, who you can follow on Instagram at YourMidnightCrafter. The cover songs from the Mario-themed episodes are sourced from the Super Mario Bros. Super HQ channel on YouTube. These links, as well as the music used in our Zelda-themed episodes and all of our social media accounts, are found in the description.